Do you want to travel the world but you have a tight budget? Do you want to visit an exotic destination but you don't know how to pick which one? I'm Cody Maxwell, and my mission is to visit every city I can and figure out which ones are worth your time and effort. You could travel light and see the world inexpensively. This is Maxwell's Kitchen Eurotrip.
Ischia.
I said, hi, daddy, 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 daddy. Oh, hi, daddy, 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 daddy. Oh, hi, daddy, 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 daddy. Hi, daddy, 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 daddy. Tra le nuvole e tra le stelle io sono nata. Tra I pianeti, somewhere nell'universo, io sono nata. Quella americana, quella che è gitana, quella che è partigiana. Sera ra 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 di ra 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 di ra 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 di ra ra. Sera ra 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 di ra 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 di ra 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 ra.
Ischia is a volcanic island in the Tyrrhenian Sea and only about 19 miles by ferry from the city of Naples, also known as Napoli. Ischia is only about 6 miles east to west and 4 miles north to south, giving it a surface area of about 18 square miles. And while it is almost entirely mountainous, it's densely populated with 60,000 residents. The island was formed by a complex volcano around 56,000 years ago, and the highest point on the island is Monte Epomeo at 2,585 feet. There is no airport on Ischia, so you arrive at the port on the northeastern side, and a short 10-minute walk will take you through the beautiful harbor up into the tiny city of Ischia. On the eastern side of the island, not far from the center of town, is the Aragonese Castle, which was built by Hero I of Syracuse in 474 BC. Over the years, it changed hands many times, but was typically used to help the inhabitants defend themselves against raids of pirates. In 1912, the castle was sold to a private owner, and today it is the most visited monument on the island. This is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, and I didn't even know what it was until like 3 weeks before I went there. As you fly into Naples, you have to take a ferry, and you have to arrive at one of 3 ports at the port of Napoli. Depending on which island you want to go to, you got to pick the right port. You can then take a ferry from there over to Ischia for about $28. About an hour and a half, and you make a stop at Procida, and over the journey, you can stand on the top of the deck and shoot photo and video of that beautiful Italian coastline. When you pull into the port of Ischia, you see a perfect little circle of gorgeous yachts and quaint little restaurants, all hugging the sea. And as you walk around this tiny body of water, you can go down Via Alfredo de Luca, or even walk a few minutes down to the beach at Spiaggia di San Pietro. Everything you see here is the quintessential small-town Italy that you have in your mind. Cobblestones, narrow roads, fantastic restaurants, gelaterias, beautiful flowers like bougainvillea hanging off of everything, people with towels walking back from the beach, the smell of incredible Italian food, and the ocean water coming in on the breeze. Ischia is paradise. As far as I understand it, it's the Capri that no one knows about. But people do know about it, because there are lots of tourists, especially in July. And of the many fantastic hotel options, if you want to stay at Hotel Terme Oriente, you can get a room like this for $113 a night. And then just a block away, off of one of the main streets that goes past everything, Via Roma, you can get dinner at Hotel da Raffaele, where if you choose, you can get a Kronbacher beer for €4.90, spaghetti alla vongole for €16, and gamberini alla brace for €18. Via Roma is one of the main streets that you can walk down, and at night they block off certain parts of it so that traffic can't go through it. The street is filled with shops, gelaterias, restaurants, places to get snacks, and on any given night in July, it's bustling with people. Everybody spent their day at the beach because it's incredibly hot, and then at night they come out and they walk this street and get food and check out the clothing in the stores. And you can walk down Via Alfredo de Luca all the way to the eastern corner where you can see the Aragonese Castle. And I've been saying this for a long time and nobody believes me, but I really think I am Italian, or I was in a past life or something. Every time I go to one of these gorgeous Italian locations, there's something inside me that just gets sparked. And when I walked out that morning on that strip of land that looks up at the castle, I started crying. This region leaves you speechless. I'm not sure if you can rent a car, but back at the port, you can rent one of those little mopeds and cruise around the island. And next time I go back, that's what I'm going to do, because this is in the top 5 places I've ever been. And even though I only got to explore a tiny little sliver of this island, it roped me in. There's something so magical about the fact that it's isolated and you can't get to it unless you take a ferry, but it still has all that charm and wonderfulness that you get from mainland Italy. This place is breathtaking on many levels, and I don't want to just go back here. I want to live here. Ischia gets 5 stars.
If